I got my microphone turned up. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, I got worried.
Conservative point of view to black issues. His mission, to provide a forum for honest discussions about social issues without the liberal lapdogs shutting down the discussion. Broadcasting from the American Truth Project Studios in beautiful Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. This is Conservative Nation with your host, Jermain Botsio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Conservative Nation with me, your gracious host, Jermain Botsio. And as you guys know, it is Tuesday, a very rainy Tuesday here in Minneapolis. And I got the one, the only Mr. Jamal for 2J's Double Barrel Tuesdays. How are you doing, sir?
Well. Welcome to the South.
Oh, yeah.
My Yankee brother. How you doing?
Oh, I like your shirt too. Your shirt real nice. Real nice shirt. I can tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys do us a favor. Help a brother out. You know the Luciferians absolutely hate us. They hate me. They hate you. Right? They hate good folks of the world. They absolutely do. Why do you think they're trying to change our kids to being gay? Why do you think, ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to tell our kids, hey, you've been born in the wrong body? All sorts of dumb stuff because they don't care about our children. They don't care about us. They care about power and wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the two things that drive a lot of people. So we got to make sure we do what is needed. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Absolutely make sure you do share. Brother, we got a lot to discuss. Let me tell you, a lot to discuss. And there's going to be folks here who just are new, who don't know what the heck is going on. There's going to be folks who have been with it. But one thing I'm going to tell you, we going to flame real heavy.
Gonna cook them.
We going to cook them real nice. So make sure you do your due diligence. All right, don't let me bring out my belt. You make sure you share. First one up here, Jamal. First one up. I showed a video the other day that was involving Minneapolis police. This video, let me tell you something real crazy. Real crazy. A lot of people were speaking about this video. and it dealt with children who were swearing and hitting the Minneapolis police. It's the most craziest thing in the world. I want to go ahead and run this clip, and when it comes back, I want to get your take on it. I want to know how you feel about this. A lot of folks are absolutely upset. They want to know, where are the parents? So I want to make sure that we shed some light on this situation, because a lot of children grow up like this and they are programmed from birth. Make sure you guys share, hit that like button. We love you, all right? And if you can't, throw something in the tank here. Help us keep reaching folks and putting out the content you love and deserve. Here you go. My bad. They say I got to turn it up a bit. I turned it up.
Crank it up.
Yup, I turned it up. My bad. My bad. All right, my bad. Here we go. I'm telling you, craziness.
Homecoming face ass. I'm frying his ass. That's deep fried Oreo head ass.
I said, when I go one of them in a frying pan, they ass gonna burn.
Little nappy head.
Let me play again, because I don't think some people understand how this really affects our community.
Homecoming face ass.
Bastard.
Look at them in Pampers too. You can't even make
They
this
in
stuff
draw.
up.
That's draw.
One of them in Pampers.
Oh, the other little nappy head.
Yeah, look at them hitting the police, calling the police gay ass police. This is, ladies and gentlemen, how children are born with hate. This is how children are born with hate. Brother, what you think about this here? What you think?
It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. And this is a perfect representation of niggas. Not black people, but niggas. This right here is a disgrace. These are little children that are hitting police officers. Let me repeat myself. They are hitting police officers.
Yep.
They're going to grow up. They're going to be in prison. When they grow up, they're going to be behind bars. They have no respect for authority. I bet you they got they mama is a single mama, and she say she a queen.
Oh, you know it.
She's a black queen.
You know it.
Why y'all taking up for them white folks? Look at y'all. Y'all bunch of sellout house Negroes. That's what her mama's saying. That's exactly what that child mama is saying.
You just can't make this stuff up. The police are trying to get the children off of them.
Yep.
The police there don't understand why they're being beat up by the children. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's because of what's going on in our community. Most of the time, we don't care how children are being raised. We just care that the children are not being killed in the womb. And remember, I said as conservatives, we need to start caring about children outside of the womb too. How can we sit here as a society and allow people to have children all willy-nilly. They'll have children for a check. They'll have children for government resources. They'll have a child in spite of somebody. This is our world, and our children are growing up like this, Jamal, not being loved, and they're being trained from birth to hate cops, to hate white people, and to hate America. You can't you can't make this stuff up. I guarantee you they hate America too, Jamal. I guarantee it. And one thing you said here that I'm totally with you. I said that if you go ahead and look at the demographics of these children, you look in their background, you go and ask them who's at home with them, I guarantee you they'll say a single mama. Mama! Who's staying at the crib, who's not doing what is needed. Same with Adam Toledo's mama. Boy, outside, young as hell, outside shooting at folks and running from the police. Chicago. And then when the child is killed, you go ahead and blame the police. That's the type of world we are in. Last words here, sir.
If you are on welfare, I believe, okay, number one, Jermaine, because I've heard that argument, oh, Republicans care about babies inside the womb, but not outside the womb. Republicans do care about outside the womb as well. That's why we have welfare and things like that. And we're trying to keep it from being abused by illegal immigration. But let me say this.
We need to shed a light on the abuse and what's going on with the children, Jamal. Too many single mamas out there. How do we stop them?
I'm going to tell you this right now. I believe, Jermaine, if you are on welfare, you should be forced to take birth control.
There you go. Thank the Lord.
What is... If you are on government assistance, you cannot afford to have another child.
You not just can't.
But you should be forced to be on neuroplants, birth control.
It's in neuroplants.
If you are on the government dole, your government controls your body. They do it in prison.
They certainly do.
They do it in the military.
They certainly do.
You in the military, that's not your body. That's the military. The Army owns that body.
Yep.
So
you're property.
All those what we seeing right now, if you get on welfare, public housing with one child, you should have to get on neuroplants and appeal.
There you go.
If you look and say, well, I may want to have another child, not while you on welfare and government assistance, because the people are already paying for the one child.
Yeah.
You cannot afford to have another one. If you have another one,
you kicked off.
They don't raise your stuff up. You don't get extra food stamps. You don't get extra money. So
see,
if
he's
you starve,
nice. Jamal, nice. Jamal, you real nice. Let me tell you, I ain't that nice. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, welfare abusers better hope Jermain don't get into office. Let me tell you. Because he real nice. I ain't that nice. I'm not. I'm about people taking responsibility. Conservatives need to shed the light more on abuse and abuse from the welfare society. There's no reason why somebody can hop on welfare and have 2, 3, 4, 5 bastard children and we're paying for it. It's absolutely outrageous, but it happens all the time. And us as conservatives, we need to make sure we shed the light on it, because that abuse is going on in the black and brown communities. And that's how these children are being raised, with hate in their heart. I want you to understand. Imagine being born in a gutter. I want folks to understand how a lot of black and brown kids are being born. They're being born in a 1-bedroom apartment. Single mama. Single mama is strapped. She don't have that much cash. The guy she's with told her a lie and ran. Right? Most of the time, that's what the guys do. They just want to hit it and quit it, ladies. Wake up. I ain't lying. They just want to hit it and quit it. So they'll tell a woman a lie, sleep with her, get her pregnant because she didn't take care of herself, and now she's strapped with a child. I want folks to understand. Strapped with a child. You want to say something? Go ahead, brother. Before I finish.
Jermaine, I'm going to push back on you against that one.
Go ahead.
Some of these women are nothing but jump off,
I know
off,
that.
and hold.
I know that. Yep,
So
I know
the
that.
guys ain't even have to lie to them. They don't have to lie to them.
You
They
ain't
don't
lying
have to lie
through.
to them.
I talk about that
At
all the
one
time.
Yes, they will lie. But now, they don't even have to lie.
Mhm.
All thing they got to do is have a car with some rims. These
You ain't lying
women know he got a baby
He said a
mama
car
in the
with some
projects
rims.
in North Raleigh. He got a baby mama in the projects of Garner, North Carolina. He got a baby mama in the
here.
projects of Durham, North Carolina. And she
You
ready
ain't
to have
lying.
his baby in the townhome in Cary, North Carolina, and gonna call him sorry.
Yeah.
He got me pregnant. No, you were sorry, and it's your fault.
There you go. There
But
you
hold
go.
on.
And Jamal's talking about the other side. If you watch this show regularly, you know I'll speak about the hoes regularly on this program. I'm speaking about a lot of situations that happened in the past. A lot of them that are going on now. They both dumb. The men and the women are both dumb.
Yes.
And they're not taking care of their bodies. And I want folks to understand the black and the brown communities, we have a hypersexualized community. I want folks to understand it's more sexualized than the white community. Black men, black women, they like to screw like rabbits. I don't make
Like
this
rabbits.
stuff up. The music goes to it. All the gosh darn dancing is worth humping and everything. I want folks to understand. So when you have a program like we have now, all you're doing is being a detriment. It's a detriment to the community because you're not building morals. You're just having people having children with babies, and a lot of them are growing up in single mama homes. And I want people to understand something here. Imagine growing up with just your mama, right? And you have other siblings with you. Your mama's strapped with cash. Your mama is at her wit's end, right? She's at her last nerve. So everything you do, she's snapping at you, right? That's how a lot of single mamas are. You don't get the guidance you need when you're growing up a lot of the times. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You don't get the stuff that other children get a lot of the times either, right? When in terms of clothing, electronics, all sorts of stuff that you don't get. So you grow up with anger, and then you have a white liberal at school telling you that it's some other white people that did this to you. Instead of them telling you, hey, it's your mama and daddy who made the wrong decisions and the wrong choices. And that's what's going on. And folks need to understand that. And that's why we want to make sure people get a chance to hear this. Because once they hear the truth, they can't run from it. They can make up a lie all they want to their mama, but they cannot run from the truth. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do us a favor. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to two folks here. First shout out goes out to my guy Shane Terry. Took our challenge on PayPal. Shout out to Shane Terry. And shout out to the beautiful Christian Walker on Cash App. Shout out to y'all. Y'all make us run. Shout out to y'all.
Jermaine, I want to also thank Christian Walker Thank you for your kindness and generosity through Cash App, and double shots out to Shane Terry, because I didn't thank him for
Absolutely.
last
Shout out
night.
to him.
So I'm thanking him for tonight and last night. So Shane Terry, double shots out to you, my Alabama brother.
Alabama in the house. You know what? I've been looking at houses. You know, I've been. You know, I'm gonna be
come to the south.
Preparing to look to buy another house here and move. And I've been looking at some places in Alabama and in Missouri. Let me tell you, Alabama, you get some nice acreage out there. Let me tell you.
You like the beach?
Nice land. Let me tell you. Shout out to Shane
You
Terry.
like the beach?
Absolutely. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Next one up, I want to speak to you guys about Macy Gray. She is a singer, and she had something to say about trans folks, people who are thinking of, turning their body into something else. Right now, there's a big push to get, guys out there who are feminine to, transition to being a woman. And a lot of guys out here are being tricked into it. And Macy Gray says that having gender reassignment surgery doesn't truly change one's sex. She said this. The black community supported her. The woke community tried to roast her. I want to go ahead and run this when it comes back. I want to get you guys' take on this. Do we need more people with common sense who are in the entertainment industry to stand up and say, just say what is gosh darn apparent? You know what I'm saying? What everybody and their mama should know. Let me go ahead and run this. Here we go. I'm telling you.
A human being with boobs. How do you just start there?
Yeah, I mean, the dictionary, if I asked you what a woman is, what would you say?
Let's say a human being with boobs. How do you just start there?
Yeah, I mean, the dictionary is quite straightforward. It just says a human, adult, female, right?
No, a lot of people. Yeah, see, that's a little getting confusing. The whole they, that's getting a little.
And I'm not sure why, really. It's a bit like this whole issue of transgenders in sport. I support all trans rights to fairness and equality.
Me too.
But not where you have people born to obvious physical superior bodies.
Me too.
Transitioning and then thrashing the women at their sport.
I totally agree. And I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact. Like, if you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got a surgery.
Because people do feel that there's biological sex and then there's gender identity, that you can identify as whatever you like
you can call
in terms
yourself
of a gender, right?
Yeah,
that's totally. The freedom we live in.
Absolutely.
But actually you can't change the mechanics of biological sex. They are what they are.
Well, just women go through just a completely unique experience, and surgery or finding yourself doesn't change that. Being a little girl is a whole epic book, and you can't have that just because you want to be a woman.
I mean, that when people like J.K. Rowling have said this, they get attacked, they get abused.
Yeah.
The cancel culture mob comes from me. She gets called transphobic and so on. You might get the same for saying it.
But it's the truth. I'm not. I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree with.
We live in a time where people are retarded.
There's a lot of judgment and throwing
Lord.
stones at people for just saying what it is. You know what I mean?
Just saying what it is. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to the beautiful Kathleen Mary. Took our challenge on cash. Shout out to Kathleen Mary. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Now, Mr. Jamal, ain't this crazy? Macy Gray looking like a homeless bum. But guess what? She telling the truth. She telling the direct truth. You can't even make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. To tell the truth nowadays means that you're hurtful. It means that you're mean. All they respect, the Luciferians right now, because they're trying to change our population, they're trying to change our demographic. All they care about is feelings, because they know that the youth, if they're trained to think through emotion, they can be easily tricked. Macy Gray right now is being attacked by the mob because she said what the truth is. What is gosh darn apparent? I mean, if you got knocked out and were dragged to a different land, that's how you would identify folks. I mean, you just can't get around this. Just saying what things are right now means that you're a bad person. You're you're a meanie. Jamal, what do you think about this? Macy Gray told the truth, and yet the mob is after her. What do you think?
This is Macy Gray's spine. That's what she did when they started coming after her.
Yeah.
Macy Gray folded like a cheap rug.
You ain't lying.
She didn't stand on that. Oh,
no, she didn't.
Oh, yeah,
she didn't. I was about
to
to just get on that too. Yep, go ahead.
And she's standing. Oh, no. My liberal friends aren't going to like me. Hollywood ain't going to give me no more 30-second clips in a movie. What do I do? So she ain't backpedal. She slammed that bad boy in reverse, and you can hear the thing going. She slammed that bad boy in reverse. That's what she did. Now, this was true. What she said right here was true.
Yep.
Black community was supporting her.
They were.
A lot of blacks started speaking out and was supporting her. But what did the liberal mob do? What did the Karens do? What did the white liberal women do? Oh my gosh. Call our Negro. Call the Negro that's gonna put the other blacks in place.
In check.
They stray too far from the plantation. They're not listening to us. They're not listening. Jarrell, you need to go to Marcy.
Yep.
Let her know about the vision of being transgender. And of course, two black folk that she knew. Hey, Marcy, you can't be doing that.
You can't be saying that.
We all together. And she folded like a cheap lawn chair.
She did fold, ladies and gentlemen. She did fold. The mob came after her. And the thing is, we need more entertainers, more people with courage to come forth. Macy Gray, she couldn't stand on her 2 feet because there wasn't folks to support her in the industry. That's why. That's how being bullied into submission works. You get everybody, and once you say something that's out of line, they come after you. We all know that changing one sex doesn't mean that somehow you're that sex. We know this. Just, cutting off body parts and pasting them on. We understand this. But right now, there's a big push by the Luciferians. There's a big push by a mob out there that does not like God. I want folks to understand. A lot of this stuff you're seeing is because they don't like God. Yeah. A lot of them don't like God. They hate Jesus.
Yep.
That's why you see a lot of this going on. You see the destruction of the family. That is a big thing. Destroying the family. Making sure that God's people cannot flourish. They cannot do the right thing. And that's what you're seeing right now. People rather would do evil than doing good. And this is on all levels. Ain't that crazy? It's really crazy. They would rather do evil than doing good. And you see it all the way around. Last words on this here, sir.
You know, a lot of people are betting on that the trans community is going to push too far and they're going to step on the black community toes.
Yep.
And when the black community push back, that's when you're going to see a turn. When the transgender community is pushing on the black community, the black community has started to fold. You got a Supreme Court justice just nominated, Shonja Jackson.
Jumanji.
She can't tell you what a female is. She can't tell you what a woman is. Then you got people who on all these black talking heads, LGBTQ, they always got to make sure they stress T.
Yeah.
They ain't stressing the L. They ain't stressing the B. They ain't stressing the G. But they got to put an L on their stomach. But T for the trans.
You ain't lying.
The trans community has backed the black community down.
Yep.
That's how powerful
That's how powerful they are.
They have came on the scene. White liberals have came on the scene with this transgender stuff and have took black folk, they didn't put us in the back of the bus. They threw us off the bus in a rainy day in a mud puddle.
You ain't told a lie. I'm telling you. They threw them suckers right off the bus.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Make sure you share. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to another beautiful woman by the name of Debbie Ritter. Took our challenge on Cash App. Shout out to the beautiful Debbie Ritter. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Shout out to Debbie Ritter. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you do share. All right. Next one up here, I want to speak to you guys about the hearings that are going on in Congress. Right now, they're trying to, the Democrats are trying to, push through with some more laws to help women and women and their reproductive rights. All right. And they having hearings on abortion. I want you guys to take a look at this, all right? Pro-abortion Democrat witness refuses to say unborn babies have value, all right? This is very serious. Now, remember I told you, Democrats right now are out of control. They are out of control. They are in fantasy land. And they will push that fantasy on whoever will go along with it. I want you guys to see how demented this woman is. And I ain't playing. She's very demented. Something's wrong with her. She's an activist. And please believe she's not alone. Take a look at this. Make sure you guys share. Hit that like button. We're going to need your help. We definitely going to need your help, all right? Here we go.
And do you think a baby that is delivered alive has value?
Yes.
Do you think that a baby that is not yet born has value?
I believe that a person with a capacity for pregnancy has value. They have intelligence. They have agency. They have
I'm talking
dignity.
about the baby.
And I'm talking about the person with the capacity for pregnancy.
You're not answering the question. I'm asking.
I'm answering a more interesting question to me.
You think that a baby that is not yet born, let's say the day before this mother delivers, do you think that baby has value?
I think that the person with the capacity for pregnancy has value, and they should have the ability to control what happens to their lives.
Well,
wow. Did you guys hear this black wench? Did you hear this black wench? This is the main reason why men need to be involved in the children's lives. Because without the men, the women will be killing the children. I've said this on here. Ain't nobody has defeated me yet on it. When Roe v. Wade was overturned, you had a nasty woman, Nancy Pelosi. She was going like this, right? You know, she has something going on with her hands. I don't know. Maybe the drugs, maybe the drink. And she laid down the blame on some folks. She didn't lay it on the women. You know what she laid it on? She laid it on Trump, Mitch McConnell, the GOP. Now, Jamal, Trump, Mitch McConnell, what sex are they? Men. When it comes down to saving the unborn baby, men are behind it. I want the women to understand. I know there's women behind it too, I understand, but the majority ain't behind it. It's the men. Without the men, babies would be chopped up like gosh darn sushi. I want folks to understand that's why it's important. It's important to hold value in good men. Now, Jamal, what do you think about what she said? She couldn't even, answer the guy's question. Does the unborn baby have value? She's speaking about the woman with the unborn baby and saying that she has every right to determine what happens in her life, except for not getting pregnant, apparently. What do you think here, sir?
First of all, this woman got a daggone hog ring in her nose.
I know.
She looked like Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. She looked like she Bebop. Now, these radicals like her are trying to get us to change our not only way of life, our way we talk. And they actually thought she sound good.
Yep, they
Liberals
did.
Actually
Looking
think
crazy.
she sound good. She's an incompetent moron. And just imagine, things are just getting worse. Every other nation in the world, that's our competition, believes men are born with penises and women are born with vajayjay. So you can't change your penis to a vajayjay, and you can't cut no muscle and make you a fake Sergeant Sausage. But that's what they're trying to do. They are actually looking at people and saying, yeah, I know you crazy. Yeah, I know something's wrong with you. But I'm going to still go through it. Yep. Why? Because you vote. Okay.
I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. They couldn't even say the word baby. These people will do whatever they can to push Satan's agenda.
Yes, they will.
They will do whatever they can. I'm telling you. Now, I have another video that goes along with this. Same hearing. Democrats, radical pro-abortion witness here, says that to say men can't get pregnant will incite violence amongst the population. Yeah, I want people to understand this is what happens when we don't challenge, we don't sit here and really go after these folks here. The crazy people come after us. How come we can't go after the crazies?
Yep.
Gosh darn it. Take a look at this. Here we go. Make sure you share.
Clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Let me rewind that. I want people to hear what he said.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
Yeah, she's skinny.
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning.
No,
so we can't talk about it.
Because denying that trans people exist
that's why they
and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies.
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you, or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Wow, extraordinary. I want folks to understand this is what's being taught in classrooms. This pro-abortion witness is a professor somewhere. This is what they're teaching in college, in high school. Instead of calling women women, they're calling cis women. You heard what she said. For you to say that men can't get pregnant can incite violence, can make men, gosh darn, kill themselves. What kind of nonsense is this? This is the type of world that they're pushing. Ever since we've had this emotional learning, our children have been screwed up. And you can't make this stuff up. What do you think about this, Jamal? She says that saying men, if Josh Hawley's saying men can't get pregnant, gosh darn it, the men about to kill themselves. What do you think?
Josh Hawley should have dug down anymore. Women can't get, men cannot get pregnant. Women who cut off their breasts and add a fake piece of meat down there is not women. It's not a man. A woman is not a man with a penis who puts on a dress and says he's a woman. That is not true. He should have challenged that anymore. Let her little fragile little ego break down and get destroyed. Because these people have gotten as far as they have. It's because Republicans just prayed about it.
Yeah.
Republicans just showed up at the polls. Not that they've been going through the whole year, changing things, getting things, impacting. We want to wait to the last minute and the last hour to change things.
I mean, you just can't get around this, ladies and gentlemen. It's like we're living in bizarro world. Really.
Yes,
it's like we're really living in bizarro world. You're asking yourself, what the heck is going on? Everything that you've learned when you were a child, they're changing it. I want folks to understand I was raised by a baby boomer. Yeah. And he was a strong baby boomer too, a real man.
Yep.
A real man who hardly cooked. He would grill though. Absolutely. You see how real he is. He an old school man. Let me tell you. Yeah. I want folks to understand that. What the heck is going on? It's not natural. Not at all. Now, Jamal, Elizabeth Warren, she claimed to be one of them engines. She's an engine. That's what she said.
Yeah, she ain't an Indian or a Native American. She engine.
Yeah, she an engine. She went in. She says that we need to get rid of all pregnancy centers all around the country. They need to shut down. She says that the pregnancy centers trick women into keeping their babies and not killing them. This is what she's saying. She said that we need more Planned Parenthood and less pregnancy centers that are meant to trick women. I want you guys to take a look at this when it come back. I want to get your take on it. I believe we need more of these centers. I don't know about y'all, but ain't nobody being tricked when somebody's telling you the truth about what you're about to do. I don't know how that's tricking. Here we go.
Nope.
In Massachusetts right now, those crisis pregnancy centers that are there to fool people who are looking for pregnancy termination help outnumber true abortion clinics by 3 to 1. We need to shut them down here in Massachusetts, and we need to shut them down all around the country. You should not be able to torture a pregnant person like that.
You shouldn't be able to torture a pregnant person like that. So what she is saying here is that when a woman is out there and she's not taking care of her body, right? And she doesn't want to go ahead and go get birth control. She doesn't want to tell the man to wear a condom. She wants to be like, LaQuisha out there and open up her legs and have a free day. Well, what she's saying is those women who are having free days and they find out they're pregnant and, they need to go ahead and quote unquote try to get rid of it. They're being tricked into keeping it. They're not finding, the resources they actually need to kill the baby. They're actually getting resources to try to keep the baby. And she doesn't like it. She wants all those crisis pregnancy centers, the ones that help women keep the baby. She wants them shut down, and she wants centers like Planned Parenthood and other centers out there to be more so that, women can have more options to, kill their baby. What do you think about what she said here, sir?
Okay, everybody knows Elizabeth Warren's a fake fraud and a hypocrite. Okay,
you ain't
that's
lying.
number one. Okay, everybody knows that she's incompetent, and what she tries to do is persuade people to make them believe she has more impact than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Those two are battling. Now, when it comes to her, Elizabeth Warren lied on her application about being a minority. That's why we always go, 1/1,000,000th of a Native American. It's like you way back over there in Europe. But this abortion on demand stuff, where is our Republican senators?
Where are they at?
Our Republican houses? Where's our Republican Senate? You live in a state that's red. They should be right out there talking about what's going on. They should be out there saying, Democrats, you tried, we will push back. Matter of fact, why don't they go sit there and say, we live in all protection for abortion clinics. In my state, there is no protection for abortion, period. You'll see it change and you will see it have an impact. Republicans got to step up too now. Yeah, we know Elizabeth Warren. We know what she gonna do.
You ain't lying.
But it's the Republicans' response is what we need to be focused on.
It's the Republicans' response is what we need. We need them to fight for the babies. We need them to tell the truth. We need them to do some battle. You know, what these people are saying is absolutely wrong. It's evil. Absolutely evil. Evil! And we need them to step up. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to John Lennon. John Lennon says, I hope this chump change helps. Donated, took our challenge on PayPal. Shout out to you. Shout out to John. John Lennon says, I hope this chump change helps. Everything helps, brother. Thank you so much. And he is watching on YouTube. This is absolutely a crazy world right now where we having people make up things. All these terms like cisgender and all that type of crap that they're running, that is to confuse the good folks of the world. Right? Well, I don't know when they say cisgender, cis man to me, I mean, I read the definition, but I think they're retarded. I really do. And I don't run from that. I once had a teacher tell me, Jermain, saying retarded, that's a bad word. That really hurts some folks. I said, you got to be retarded to even think like that. That's exactly what I said. She laughed when I said it too, because she knows what she's doing is being dumb. And in our world right now, there's no shortage of dumb folks. No shortage, ladies and gentlemen. So please, oh please, be the smart one in your life. Yeah, it's very easy to be smart. God gave you everything you need. You just wake up and you point and you say what things are. God gave you very good strength. Use it. I ain't lying. God's good. He didn't mess up. He gave you some good strength.
No,
Use it. Now, I want to speak to you guys about another committee that is going on right now, and that is the January 6th committee. The January 6th committee is still on the mission to try to get Trump indicted with some sort of federal charge. They're also on the mission to try to push a narrative that conservatives and Republicans are here to steal the country. They don't care about anybody else. They just want to steal the country. I want you guys to take a look at this video here that they played in this January 6th meeting recently. Speaking about MAGA influencers that are promoting what they call the January 6th protests as red wedding. Take a look at this. Here we go.
Other key Trump supporters, including far-right media personalities, began promoting the wild protest on January 6th.
It's Saturday, December 19th. The year is 2020. And one of the most historic events in American history has just taken place. President Trump, in the early morning hours today, tweeted that he wants the American people to march on Washington, D.C. on January 6, 2021.
And now Donald Trump is calling on his supporters to descend on Washington, D.C., January 6th.
He is now calling on we, the people, to take action and to show our numbers.
We're going to only be saved by millions of Americans moving to Washington, occupying the entire area, if necessary, storming right into the Capitol. You know, we know the rules of engagement. If you have enough people, you can push down any kind of a fence or a wall.
This could be Trump's last stand. And it's a time when he has specifically called on his supporters to arrive in D.C. That's something that may actually be the big push Trump supporters need to say, this is it. It's now or never.
You better understand something, son. You better understand something. Red wave, bitch. Red wave. This is going to be a red wedding going down January 6th.
On that day, Trump says, show up for a protest. It's going to be wild. And based on what we've already seen from the previous events, I think Trump is absolutely correct.
Mother, you better look outside. You better look out January 6th. Kick that door open. Look down the street. There's going to be 1 million plus geeked up armed Americans.
The time for games is over. The time for action is now. Where were you when history called? Where were you when you and your children's destiny and future was on the line?
In that clip, you heard one of Trump's supporters predict a red wedding, which is a pop culture reference to mass slaughter. But the point is that Trump's call to Washington reverberated powerfully and pervasively online.
Now, let me stop this. So, you just got done listening to what's going on with the January 6th meeting. You see what they're putting out, ladies and gentlemen. You see what they're putting out. They're building a narrative. And this narrative is that Trump supporters, talk show hosts, commentators, they're the ones who really pushed for this quote unquote insurrection. They're the ones who really are the instigators. And they need to be stopped. Look at how crazy they are. This is the narrative they are pushing. Jamal, what do you think about this here? What you got done seeing? Is this enough to change anybody's mind here?
No. But Jermaine, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting big bugs in my studio. You know what, Jermaine? I'm going to say this right here. Everybody recognizes that this whole hearing is a sham, is a fraud, but they're using this to discredit Trump supporters and President Trump.
You ain't lying.
What they want to do, and many on Fox News want to do it too, they want Donald Trump out of the picture. They want Trump supporters to go back and hide so they can go back to the George Bush years where they don't have to do anything. So what the January 6th committee is, it's nothing more than an attack on Trump and his Trump supporters.
You ain't
It
lying.
doesn't even have true legitimacy because the minority leader supposed to put a certain number of Republicans on that committee.
Yep.
He was not allowed. This committee has no legitimacy. But the media, including Fox, is treating it as such. Republicans, once we get the House, if we get the House, we need to do the exact same thing. Make the Democrats admit, hey, we didn't put nobody up here. Well, you didn't have a problem when it came to when we wanted it. So since you didn't have a problem then, don't you have a problem now?
Absolutely.
And Republicans need to return that favor. Don't back down. If McCarthy gets it, he better not do what John Boehner did. When Nancy Pelosi hand him the gravel and try to give him some big speech and say, I hope you be fair and just. He needs to say, when he win and she stands up, give me the gravel. Give me the gavel.
Yep,
give it to
real
me.
quick.
Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, new era, new going on. And totally dismantle that committee and get a committee into Hunter Biden.
That need to be a real
Take
committee.
over that January 6th and redo it.
There need to be a committee on Hunter Biden and his gosh darn daddy. That needs to be a real committee. This committee on January 6th is just a fraud. They didn't do nothing remember when Trump won, Jamal, right? There was protests from here to Pakistan. Yep. They were sitting there messing up the White House lawn. They were messing up the fence over there. There were so many security breaches. They were doing everything under the sun, ladies and gentlemen. But yet, you didn't see any committees on that. But yet, they're having a committee on this. These people are retarded. They certainly are, and they're doing whatever they can to make sure that Trump can't run. I want people to understand that. Whatever they can.
This is what this is all about.
That's all. That is all it's about. That's all. Now, since we spoke about Hunter Biden, I want to run a video here. This video deal with Hunter Biden. Now, Hunter Biden got a few, videos out, and let me tell you, they don't look very good of him. You don't see the news picking up the videos. Now, I'm wondering why, even Fox News ain't even running these videos. I don't know what's going on with them. But there's a whole bunch of them out there. Maybe they think that most people have seen it now. I don't know. But I want you guys to take a look at this latest video with Hunter Biden. Now, Hunter Biden is over here doing, what is he doing? A river dancing with some crack whores. He's river dancing with some crack whores to a Biggie Smalls. And let me tell you something. This is one of my favorite Biggie Smalls songs out there. Let me tell you. I ain't gonna lie, man. Boy, this bring back gosh darn memories. Let me go ahead and run this when it come back. I want to get you guys' take on it. Hunter Biden, river dancing with some crack whores. Brand new mixtape out. Mixtape is called I'm Cracky. Take a look at this. Here we go. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. Just can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Wow. Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed, and my hustling niggas. Niggas on the corner, I ain't forget you niggas. My triple B niggas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. It's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track. Not your wig pushed back. Rule number uno. Never let no one know how much dough you hold. Cause you know that try to breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up. Get your ass stuck up. Number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence? Take it from your highness. I done squeeze mad clips at these cats for they bricks and chips. Number 3, never trust nobody. Your mama set that ass up, properly gassed up, hoodie the masked up. For that fast buck, she be laying in the bushes to light that ass up. Number 4, know you heard this before. Never get high on your own supply. Number 5, never sell no crack where you rest at. I don't care if they want an ounce, tell them bounce. Number 6, that goddamn credit, get it. You think a crackhead paying you back, shit, forget it. 7,
This rule is so underrated. Keep your family and business completely separated. Money and blood don't mix like two dicks and no bitch. Find yourself in serious shit. Number 8, never keep no weight on you. Them cats that squeeze your guns can hold jumps too. Number 9 should have been number 1 to me. If you ain't getting back, stay the fuck from police. If niggas think you're snitching, they ain't trying to listen. They be sitting in your kitchen, waiting to start hitting. Number 10, a strong word called consignment. Strictly for live men, not for freshmen. If you ain't got the clientele, say hell no. Cause they gon' want their money, rain, sleet, hell, snow. Follow these rules, you'll have mad bread to break up. If not, 24 years on the wake up. Slug hit your temple, watch your frame shake up. Caretaker did your makeup. When you pass, your girl fuck my man Jacob.
Bow. And that's it. That's it. Let me tell you something. Got to end it on the crack. Let me tell you, the crack on the scale.
That's 100% crack.
Yeah, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about that? That is a new video that has been dropped on the internet. Everybody and their mama is showing that. That's a real video. With you see Hunter Biden all up in there with some crack whores. Let me tell you, he was having a good time. He once spent $30,000 on a Russian whore. I kid you not. Probably just to play checkers. I don't know, brother. What do you think about this here? This brand new video being dropped here. It got Hunter Biden over here with his crack whores doing the river dance. What do you think?
Well, I said this, Jermaine. All of this is proof Joe Biden molested his children. His daughter is a sex fiend.
Yep.
She cannot be satisfied with just one man. One thing about women who have been sexually molested as little girls, they are hopping out of bed, different beds. Hunter Biden, it seems like he is purposefully recording this stuff.
Yep.
To humiliate
his dad. I was just me and this man on the same road.
Why is he purposefully trying to humiliate his dad? Because his dad touched him and molested him.
There you go.
And now that he's older, this is him fighting back. This is him getting revenge for what his dad did to him. And what he's doing, he's bringing self-destruction down on himself. See, all this is bringing self-destruction down on himself. But Hunter thinks he's getting his father back for what he done. That's the classic sign, Jermaine, of someone that's been molested and trying to do self-destruction to hurt the one, thinking that if they hurt themselves, they're going to hurt the one that hurt them, which is a parent. After this stuff, how he's been acting, and some of this is recent, since Joe Biden been president.
Yep, it's been coming out. Jamal, you're absolutely correct. I mean, what daughter would do something like this, and to have all sorts of crazy videos like this? He went to a shop and left his laptop there.
Yeah.
Like everything he's doing, ladies and gentlemen, is something that somebody would do that was abused. These things that Hunter Biden is doing is not normal. Now you may say, hey, Jermaine, there's a lot of guys who have a crack addiction and love whores. I mean, gosh darn it, yeah, I know that. but they're not like Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden has some serious very sick and demented issues.
Yes.
And these issues, ladies and gentlemen, if you were to sit back and analyze it, you would probably come to the conclusion that the man has probably been molested. He's probably been sexually abused before. Now, when you take a look at Joe Biden and you see him around children, you get kind of wheezy when you see him, right? Yeah, that's God telling you that there's something wrong with him. When you see him with little children, he's always touching them real sexually, rubbing on their shoulders, right? Getting down and putting his lips on their ear, right? Blowing kisses, doing all sorts of stuff that is just creepy.
Freaky.
Yeah.
Pedo.
I want folks to understand that. So when you see Hunter Biden with all these type of videos that are coming out that the media are not talking about, these things are aimed at his daddy. If we were to sit back and speak to Hunter Biden, he would say that he don't like his dad. How much you want to bet that he called his dad a effer? He called his dad a MFer. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet he don't like him? Because one thing I can tell you, if you love your daddy, you're not doing anything to tarnish his name or the things he has accomplished in your family's name. You're not doing it. But if you've been raised by a pedo, you definitely going to be doing something. Trust me, you're going to be doing some. Last words on this here, sir.
Like I said, Joe Biden, this is just proof that Hunter Biden is messed up in the head. Yes, and I do believe Joe Biden molested him, and he molested his daughter, and something tell me they caught him doing something with the grandchild.
Yep.
And it triggered Hunter again. This man is crying out, my daddy touched me.
Yep.
He molested me. He did this to me. Jermaine, why would he record himself smoking crack?
That's what I'm saying.
Because, hold on now, here's something else. The Secret Service needs to be investigated. How are drug dealers getting around the president's son?
Yep.
With crack.
And whores. Where is he getting the whores from?
Secret Service is supposed to be law enforcement. If you counterfeit money, just let people know, if you counterfeit money or steal counterfeit plates,
they'll come see you.
The Secret Service comes talk to you.
They'll come see you.
That's under their jurisdiction. They are law enforcement. So whoever that Secret Service is that's standing right there while he's buying crack, smoking crack, and buying prostitutes need to be locked up too for 100%. Accessory before and accessory after the fact, because they help them clean it up and help them get rid of the evidence.
Absolutely. And you just can't get rid of that. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. This thing needs to be investigated. If this was Don Jr., you can only imagine the heyday that the media would have. But this is Joe Biden's son once more again. Once more again, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? Remember we showed you guys that video with the Russian whore, and he had to pay that whore what, $10,000, right? Remember, I showed you the video. Hunter Biden was on the video. Remember that? And he was saying that he was sorry that it took so long for him to give the Russian whore $10,000. I don't make this stuff up. And had this been Don Jr., all this whore stuff, all this crack stuff would be on the news daily. But it's not. And it's not because the news is in bed with the Luciferians. They're in bed with evil. That's why. This should be front and center news that the president's son is running around doing stuff like this. But it's not. It's not at all. While the quote unquote president is screwing up the country. Now, last but not least here, our last topic here, I want to speak to you about COVID. All right. And I'm not going to get really into depth about it. But Anthony Fauci came out.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Let's say good night to YouTube and Facebook.
Oh.
And let's go to Rumble.
Absolutely. YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, they're going to cut me if I speak too much about it. But what I'll do here is I'll drop the link for YouTube right now for folks, so that you guys can come in and chill with us. And then I'll drop the link to Rumble as well. Because if I speak about, what's going on with COVID too much, they don't like me. They like to do me real dirty. And, that ain't real nice. But what I'll do is I'll drop the link, and I'm dropping the link right now. I just dropped one, and that's for YouTube. Let me go ahead and drop Rumble.
Yo, YouTube will take you
off.
Oh,
yeah, my bad. My bad, Rumble. I'm just dropping Rumble. My bad. I'm about to cut YouTube and Facebook. I'm dropping Rumble right now. I just dropped it.
So we're going to be talking about the deadly disease that's killing people that we must get vaccinated.
Absolutely. Don't listen to me. I just dropped Rumble. Rumble is what we're going to be on. Rumble is what we're going to be on. I want folks to understand it. All right? So I just dropped it. I can drop it one more time. And then we shall say good night to you guys here. All right? So I just dropped the link here. And I'll drop it in YouTube too. I'll drop the link as well in YouTube, so you guys can get it here. Here's the link, and this is to Rumble. I just dropped it in the YouTube stream as well. So I'm going to be letting you guys go. Have a very good night. And if you decide to come and join the people on Rumble, I think I shall see you there. If not, take care of yourself, all right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Take care. Have a good night here.